Hello class, I'm Dr. Nancy Shahada and welcome to Introduction to Healthcare Delivery Systems, also known as HSA 6103. This video I'll be going through the Start Here page, which is where I am right now. I'll be going through the content found on this page, as well as briefly describing the links that are found in your left-hand course menu bar. Now let's get started. So first, there's a little message welcoming you to the class. Here is your required textbook for this course, Delivering Healthcare in America, a Systems Approach. Make sure your textbook is 6th edition. You also are responsible for purchasing the LearnScapes learning tool. Now, in the FAU bookstore, it is bundled, the LearnScapes learning tool with this textbook. You need to make sure you have both. I do want to mention that the little message you see here that includes online access code, that is not the LearnScapes tool that I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure when you go to the FAU bookstore to ask about the LearnScapes tool. All right, so here is a video presentation just going over how I run my course, the expectations I have of you all. So be sure to take the time to go through that video presentation. Here are the files, the syllabus for this course, as well as the weekly course schedule. So this weekly course schedule takes you week by week on what's due, what we're covering, information like that. Make sure to go through both documents thoroughly. There is a quiz on the syllabus that is mandatory. You are required to complete it during the first week of this class. And as you can see, the link is here. You have an unlimited amount of attempts to complete it. And your grade does not go in the grade center, but it is a requirement for all the students to complete this. Below that, you will find a video about me. This is my introductory video. And this way you all will become a little more acquainted with myself. If you have any questions, always make sure to email me. That's what I'm here for. Below the video, there's a little transcript on the video, and that's what that file is. Here is a link that takes you to student Blackboard Tutorials to help you become more familiar with different things that you can do in Blackboard. These links here take you through library tutorials on how to research things in the library, as well as tutorials on the APA writing format, which is what I require in my courses, so take the time to look into that. Now here's some information on the eSuccess Advisor. His name is Eduardo Santiago, and he's great if you're having any issues with navigating my course. Always, do not hesitate to contact me as well, but he's also available and very helpful. Here is a link that takes you to cover some of the services that are found in our university regarding tutoring and e-tutoring. You might find it helpful. And then below that, you have a link here that takes us to our weekly course content folders. I have one weekly course content folder for each week of this class during this semester. Within each folder, you will find the content we're covering, a PowerPoint presentation that highlights the chapter, as well as videos that enhance the topics that are covered in each chapter. Below that is our little checklist. You need to make sure you've completed all this before going to week 1. I do want to remind you that you also have an introductory post that is due by the end of the first week of class, as well as that syllabus quiz. All right, now I'm going to quickly go through the links found in the left-hand side course menu bar. So let's do that real quick. All right, so let's see here. Oops. Okay. All right, so here you have your home page. announcements, which I always send out as emails as well, so make sure to always be checking your emails. And I also advise you to contact me via email. I'm much quicker at responding to my emails than I am to my course messages, so keep that in mind. And here is my grades. This is to keep you informed on what I've graded from your work, and that keeps you up to date on what you have in this course. Here is the syllabus as well as the weekly course schedule. They're also available in the Start Here page. This takes you to the weekly course content folders. Here is a content page that just covers the assigned course papers that are found for this course, as well as the dates that the papers are due. I also touch on the video presentation that's due towards the end of this semester. Do not get nervous when you hear video presentation. I provide step-by-step instructions, and it's much easier to do than you might imagine if you're not familiar with making video presentations. Here is a link to the discussion boards, but I do want you to keep in mind that the discussion boards, I do make the link available to you in the weekly content folder that the assignment is due, okay? So you don't have to go through the discussion boards this way. This link provides some information on that LearnScapes learning tool that I mentioned earlier. I definitely encourage you to go through this link and just become more familiar with the learning tool you'll be using. All right, so let me go a little further here. This is a discussion board on questions and concerns. You can always post your questions or concerns there. You could also email me if you want a direct response from me. Do not post anything personal on this discussion board post because discussion board forum, since it is visible to everyone in the course. Here is a link that takes you to a number of different videos on how to do things in Blackboard, like taking a quiz, exam, posting a discussion board post. If you're not familiar with using Blackboard, I definitely encourage you to go through that link. This link just provides a little more information on the accessibility and academic assistance services found here at FAU. This link, just as the one I showed you earlier in the Start Here page, provides you instructions on how to connect to the library off campus. This link covers information on Remote Proctor Now software, which will be used for our final exam, okay? And I definitely encourage you to go through it. There's also a practice quiz. If you have any questions or concerns, as I said before, make sure to email me. This link just has, I've posted a couple of useful links for students taking this course. And here's the information on Eduardo Santiago, which I had included in the Start Here page as well. Remember, any issues with navigating the Start Here page. I think that pretty much covers it. If you have any further questions, be sure to email me. I look forward to having a wonderful semester with you all. Take care. Bye.